Hi everybody, welcome to the Tiny Studio. It's your girl Nell, and this is a Dreadlock Love video, baby. You know what time it is. It's time to talk about all things dreadlocks. Thanks so much for supporting Simply Nail's Tiny Studio. I really do appreciate it. And as always, don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time, or maybe you've come here often to visit in the Tiny Studio. So go ahead and subscribe and press that like button so that the YouTube gods will shine favorably upon my YouTube channel. And it's all about the algorithm. However you pronounce that. It's really all about that and the numbers. And when you press like and you subscribe to the channel, when, let's say, others want to search for Simply Nails Tiny Studio, or if they're looking for information about vintage coach or about dreadlocks or crochet, then Simply Nails Tiny Studio will pop up in the search engine. So that's what liking and subscribing and commenting, that's what it does for a YouTube channel. And you know, I never really knew that until I did the research, because you hear YouTubers always say, you know, like, subscribe, it's good for the algorithm, algorithm, it's good for that. But that's the reason why it's good. It's because when people want to search for certain things, if you have a certain amount of viewership and subscribers and likes, that lets YouTube know that whatever information or entertainment that your channel is posting for viewers, that perhaps the person that's searching will benefit or have a good time watching or viewing that channel. So that's why you hear a lot of YouTubers say, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and all that other good stuff. And that's the reason why I'm saying it to you today. But now that that's taken care of, let's get to our discussion on everything dreadlocks. So today's video is about lock repair. What is lock repair? And if your locks are damaged, what form or what type of repair should you seek from your loctician? Now, if you are following me at Nails Tiny Studio on Instagram, and here on the community page for Simply Nails Tiny Studio, I have been posting pictures of various years and stages of my lock journey. And some of those pictures that I have posted on the community page features pictures of me and my damaged locks. And those were some really difficult and rough times for me, because my locks were long, and because I wanted to not necessarily, I wasn't prepared to embrace my hair losing the melanin from it. And as you see right now, my hair is white. So, well, most of it is. But I wasn't ready for that. I started going gray in my 30s, and I was so unaccepting of that. So I colored my hair, and I dyed my hair, and I bleached my hair, which caused, the bleaching itself is what caused the damage. So when I talk about damaged hair and I talk about lock repair, I want to get into some things, some truths about damaged locks and lock repair. If you have damaged locks and you're seeking lock repair, Your loctician should be very knowledgeable on locks, period. And I say that simply because when we get into lock repair, for me, it becomes a gray area of semantics, because lock repair means that there are things that you can do to repair a damaged dreadlock. And here's the thing, and this is going to sound very controversial for some. When your lock is damaged, there is no repairing. Now, there are things to do to your lock which will keep it going another day. But at the end of that day, what you're striving for are healthy, thriving locks. So if your locks are damaged and they're thinning and popping, the best thing that you can do, the best lock repair ever, is to leave them alone. Leave your locks alone. Now, I've seen some stylists and locticians do various things, such as taking hair and wrapping it around the thinning areas of the lock. I've seen that, and I've done it. I have seen a loctician take, let's say, a lock that a dreadlock they've created, and use a tool that they call a crochet tool, a crochet hook, and then take that take that lock and combine it with the lock that is damaged. I've seen that, or have fallen thin and broken away. I've seen that. I've also seen a loctician take hair and put it, or using a crochet tool and put that hair, and it could be synthetic hair or human hair, and put the hair into the spot where it's thinning at, and then palm roll it, and it looks as if the lock has never had any damage. And then that's it. Lock repair. Here's the thing with those methods. Whenever you're adding synthetic hairs or hair that's not your own to a piece of lock that is thinning or broken off, what you'll end up doing is causing more problems for your locks. Because you have to remember, your locks are growing out of the follicles of your scalp. When you add weight to an already existing lock, what you're doing is you're putting pressure on your scalp. And that pressure is going to lead to thinning and more breakage. And that's why I say that if you have a lock that is damaged and it's thinning and it's breaking off, the only thing that you can truthfully do is to let it break off. If it's thinning a little bit, maybe about 2 or 3 inches away from your scalp, then you could possibly incorporate it or marry it to its nearest neighbor lock. You can do that. But all these other things, no, don't do that. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how long your locks are. It's not about length. It's about being healthy. That is the number one thing that you should be striving for with your locks. Healthy locks. And adding things to it and all of this stuff about lock repair and putting knots in your locks and doing all these other things, that's a no-no. The best thing that you can do is allow your hair to become healthy. And what makes your hair healthy, what makes your locks healthy, is to stop doing whatever you were doing that caused your locks to break or thin in the first place. Stop doing whatever you're doing. Cease it immediately. The second thing that you can do is to just leave it alone. Let it grow. And that is how, or the key to really good lock repair. So thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Simply Nails Tiny Studio. Oh, hi Tiny Studio Assistant. You're getting ready to go out? Okay, have some fun. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will check you out, or you can check me out next time here in the Tiny Studio. If you have any questions or comments or anything of that nature, feel free to hit me up in the comment section, and I will more than likely read your comment or your question. And guess what? Your question may just be the question that I create the next episode of Simply Nails Tiny Studio. Dreadlock love, baby. Have a great, great day. Bye-bye.